Sorry, what was the question once again? You might think that I'm drunkard, but that's not the case. I'm just super excited. I'm a bit nervous. Oh, I talk about yourself. Oh, sorry. I talk about myself. Get it? Wow, what an interesting question it is. Though I've never had the guts to speak about myself, but since I need this job, I have to. Generally speaking, color purple used to be my favorite color a couple of years ago, and it ceased to be my favorite color the day I met my ex-boyfriend wearing purple t-shirt that I had bought for him a couple of years ago. Since then, it ceased to be my favorite color. Currently, I'm into green color. Green color is my favorite color. It reminds me of home, sweet home, beautiful home. Guess what? Our house was under green mogumo tree. You can imagine that mogumo tree was exceptionally green. I used to sit there and do my assignment. I digress. Sorry. Lactose intolerant. I'm just healthy and wise, and I've realized that your stuff here has served a lot of tea. It will be okay if I get my tea without milk. Maybe I can do kahawa if you have it. Then, if that is not an option, then this must be a smelly office. So basically, it's either you keep me out of milk or you keep away milk from me. I realized I was lactose intolerant time I was dating a fancy guy. He had all the qualities that a lady needs in a guy. So he took me to a cheesy event one day. Guess what? That night we farted a lot. Like seriously, 6 rolls of tissue were overwatered. You can imagine. Then boom, in the morning, constipation. So since then, that guy has never bothered to call me back, but I don't blame him. When I constipate, it's a whole new stink bed. I don't worry anymore. So I wear this mask. It makes me a bit serious with this current government. So if you are not in a mask, you are arrested. So I have to wear it. Otherwise, I'm single, but I'm dating a married man. It's a non-committal relationship, and I like it the way it is. He helps me with the bills and stuff. He helps me do my hair, do my nails, all the sorts. I know people don't approve it. Even me sometimes. We met when I was helping at my father's shop. He is a nice guy, of course, but I want to leave him. After all, who was that kind of bad karma, especially when starting a new job? Who? Me? Never. Do you remember that purple t-shirt guy I told you earlier? He also had a girlfriend when we met. You see the trend? I want someone of my own, someone I can call my own. After all, I know you don't want to hear these stories anymore. I like music so much, like hip hop. Nikiingia kwa stage watajua ni mazishi. Nikiingia kwa stage watajua ni mazishi. Yes bana. Yes bana. Yes bana. Alafu bongo wanaona gere. Wanaona gere. Leo siku mchana jua kizama wanaona gere. Alafu locals. City banana. Egatanga kiari toke city banana. Egatanga kiari toke. You can name them. I clap so much to an extent I think it's natural in me. It is like a crocodile in river or water, wherever. Clubbing has taken a bigger part of my life the buzz that drinking gives me. It's very, very nice, which is a downgrade if you ask me. During our younger days, we used to do hard drugs. You can't believe how easy they come by, especially cocaine. It was the easiest one, but I was arrested for this though. That is in my past. Yeah, I have to forget about it. I learned my lesson, but that night was like a bomb. I ended up in industrial cells, but there's nothing a bribe can't do in this country. So I made my conscious decision to stop the consumption of hard drugs instantly. But I'm still the party of life. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm still the party of the life, though, but a relatively sober one. It's an operational word, relatively. In terms of my childhood, there's nothing to talk more about. I just grew up in an average earning family. We were not that poor, we were not that rich, just in between. My parents were good people, but individually, not together. I just grew up in a family of 3, but my father has another family. We all know about it, but we don't talk about it. In fact, the last one of the other family resembles me. My mother is a good woman, but she's not as aggressive as I am. They are all believers. They are church going, but as for me, in fact, I have a question, but not for this forum. Especially that lady on the left side as a rosary. Would not want to ravel because I need this job seriously. And they have seen your bigger boss has a mark on his forehead. How do we call it? How do we call it? See what? See you the right? This must be a very rich office. I see. Anyway, let's not get to that great topic. I can see from your body language you have stayed in your office for too long. But you'll have to forgive me, and there is a longer line outside. People have come with their briefcase, ties, high heels. Mark you, you'll have a longer day, honestly speaking. Actually, here is my CV for the purpose. I'm an industrial chemistry graduate. I graduated from Maseno University last year with first class honors. I have done volunteer works in terms of developing drug addiction sensors on large scale. I have published 2 papers, one on the service of electrodes in electrochemical oxidation reduction processes, and the other one is on the theoretical study of ligand nanoparticles. I did this independently because I've never landed a job to grant me this program. You can have a look at these electrodes. Actually, these ligand nanoparticles. Oh, so I should be leaving. Okay, should I leave you with this one, or you'll get back to me soon? Okay, I'll be waiting for your feedback. Thank you very much for your time. Should I leave you my number or email? Oh, you already have it. Okay, I'll be waiting for your feedback. Thank you very much for your time. Be blessed.